The first thing on a lot of our minds right now, it should be on all of our minds, is the safety of our fellow Americans, those recovering from Helene, especially in North Carolina, and those now facing the horrific storm surges and winds of Milton, and whether or not our government is going to be there for them. And if you wonder what I'm talking about, remember the big controversy of the last few days, the controversy over whether or not FEMA is prepared to, respond to the needs of the people who are suffering in the southeastern part of our country. And Alejandro Mayorkas, the Secretary of Homeland Security, declared just last week that FEMA's funds are gone. We're going to be able to handle what we need to for the people of North Carolina and Georgia and parts of Tennessee right now. But once that happens, if there's another hurricane that happens, we're broke. We need more money. Remember that? And the left freaked out over this and claimed that Mike Johnson needs to come back. How come Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, hasn't called everybody back to immediately grant some emergency funds to restock FEMA? And everybody else said, well, wait a minute. Well, if there's no money left, why did the Vice President, Kamala Harris, the Democrat nominee, just on Saturday, tweet, or Sunday was it? Sunday, I think it was, tweet about how proud she was to give $157 million to Lebanese civilians who may have been damaged by Israel's return fire from Hezbollah's attack on Israel. Peter Ducey asked Karine Jean-Pierre that yesterday. Monday. Peter asked, well, wait a minute. If you're saying that there's no funding for FEMA, for the hurricane victims, until the Congress comes back and passes, legislation to authorize more money, well, how come Congress didn't have to come back to give $157 million to Lebanon, to Hezbollah? How come Congress didn't have to do that? It's a hell of a fair question. And the answer is this government, this administration, is so corrupt and so absolutely devoid of compassion for anybody that aren't their voters, quite frankly, that they'll literally will make up anything that they have to not have to meet their obligations. So nonetheless, so that's the controversy. And then, oh, by the way, the other part of the controversy is the administration, left-wing media telling us that misinformation is going to get people killed. Misinformation about FEMA not being prepared is doing so much damage. It's not fair and it's not right, and we need to censor people to stop them from saying that FEMA doesn't isn't able to. In other words, from repeating what Alejandro Mayorkas said, which is that we don't have any more money. So fast forward now to this morning, and the New York Post. The New York Post, at least I saw this morning. It was from yesterday. The New York Post is citing a Department of Homeland Security Inspector General's report from August. The month, it was just the month before the last month, 2 months ago. August revealed that more than $7 billion remain in emergency funding that can be used for natural disasters. Alejandro Mayorkas told the world that FEMA's out of money after we help the people who get hit by Helene. Anything after that, we're out of money. We need Congress to come back for more money. His own department's inspector general said they had $7 billion on hand and ready to go. They are playing more games, more political games with the lives of American citizens that are in jeopardy like this than I can even begin to describe. It's indefensible is what it really is.